What is up? It's a Figure Hunter, and I have in my hands the Garmin Instinct 2 Solar in all of its glory, and I am super fired up to start taking this through the test. But I'm going to do a short video tonight because if any of you are aware of previous Instinct owners, this comes with a fixed band or a rigid band or a molded band or whatever you want to call it. So when the band comes out of the watch and goes around your wrist, it's got sort of a rigidity to the outside of it, instead of having sort of like a floppiness to it like a regular band would have. And I don't like that. So my very first review for this is going to be to fix the band. Basically, we're going to replace the rigid band, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm not using any fancy tools because I want this to be relevant or relatable. So I have a household nail and a tack to be able to do this. We're going to look at it in a second at how you functionally do it. We're going to look at the bars. We're going to look at like what it looks like for a quick fit, which is what this is, which is what you find on a Phoenix 6, Phoenix 7, 22 millimeter quick fit, as well as what it looked like with the quick release. So let's dive in and look at a hands-on of how to change out the bands and what the capabilities are. All right, so here it is, the Instinct 2 band changing video. So, basically it's got these little pins in here, and I have a few different things that you could possibly use, and I have not tested it before, so we're gonna go through this together to see what the band pins look like. So this is an everyday tack, and the basic point would be is that you want to get the spring to push in from below there, and it is as easy as that. So I guess we don't need all of the special tools. So when you get it out here, awesome. The thing you'll notice about this, and I don't have a comparison, is that this is a fat pin. So this pin actually is extra chunky, and it's actually a little bit different because it doesn't have the groove, which you usually get to, use something like this if you wanted to pry it down. So we're gonna have to go with a different approach. So I want to be able to, so you can take any 22 millimeter watch with quick release, and you can easily pop it in, and it's gonna work. The pinholes, you can feel there's a little bit of give there, so the pinholes are made for a fat pin, which I really prefer. So I'm just gonna set it there, and then this is my ghetto fabulous way. I'm gonna use like somewhat of a dull pocket knife, and I'm just gonna sort of depress this because there's not like a little clasp thing. When you get it here, you wanna keep your fingers over here, because if it comes out the side, it could shoot and you could lose it, especially if you have carpet. So I basically like to get it housed, grab it with my fingernails, and try to slide it myself. So I'm sliding it towards the hole, and then it's snapped in place. And so now, we'll get the other side done. So now let's see if we can get it with a trusty at-home nail. This is really this is a really seriously questionable video, but either way, we don't all have like little fancy things to push it. So that doesn't seem to be catching the edge there. Oh, it did. So again, household nail, it comes out relatively easily, slides right out of there. And again, because you don't have the clasp normally, so you hold it against the side here, and you can't really, this thing doesn't have anything to grip onto like it normally would. There's normally a little side ridge, but these fat pins are, they're fantastic for long-term use, but they don't have as many of the functions. So you could actually slide it, keeping your fingers on there, and then it snaps in place. The reason I do this is for two reasons. One, if you have it set with a pin like this, you can easily, or it might be difficult because the ridge curve here is really a sharp line, but so you might be able to difficult to slide in one of those Velcro bands that locks on itself. But the thing I love about this is you can use any of the quick fit 22 millimeter quick fits like you would for a Fenix 6, Fenix 7, or you could switch it up and you could go with like a leather or black. Oh gosh, that was violent. So there's like a leather band, and then you have a whole different floppy. It lays down flat. I mean, I'm not going to go with leather band, I can tell you that much. But this is fantastic. I did not know this when it came to the Instinct series, and I love that it's these thick, fat pins, which makes for super high level durability, or I guess I've never really tested the tensile strength or anything, but in my opinion, high level durability. So there you have it, a quick switch. And now you functionally can go with any 22 millimeter quick fit band you can find on Amazon for $13, and you can mix and match however you want, and you don't have the rigidity of one of these fixed bands, unless that is of course what you like. And you can see the opposite direction of how to put it back on if that's what you choose to do. But man, this is awesome. And as I was shooting this, I realized this red looks a little bit silly, so I don't want to leave that for the final part of the video. We're going to switch it to like an army green quick fit system. Obviously you can see how quick and easy it is to change this, but now there is a watch you can wear day to day. It's got the sort of carbon gray, which looks more just like a gray on the Solar 45 millimeter, but there is the army green. You can probably change between black and army green. That would look more sporty. You just had to add this in to get away from the final look of the red. And I am fired up. I mean, the fact that it has the thick pins is, I mean, it's just more reassuring for, you know, the world's most rugged watch, and now adding all the capabilities of the training effect, training load, all those features that I'm excited to continue to test, because I've been testing it on the Epics and the Fenix 7, but just to see it in this watch with this form factor and this, you know, quality, that, you know, the screen itself and how it's changed and the long battery life, it's going to be great. But just to have it not rigid, I was so glad to find out, but now I'm even more excited to find out that it's the thick pins, that it's a quick, you can use the quick fit 22 millimeter, which I have a million of because I've had Fenix 6s and 7s and Epics, and they all use the same band. They're all available on Amazon for really cheap. I would not suggest a quick release band, which has just got that little fingernail depressed thing, because those typically use thinner pins and they'll sort of jangle around. And if there was a lot, you know, a hard pull, it probably could tear the pin out of the watch and then you would lose your watch. But the thick pins work perfectly well with the quick fit type of option. So it's the Fit Gear Hunter. Thanks so much for watching, and definitely stay tuned for a lot more reviews when it comes to the Instinct 2.